First month. Then after that, one code, one date, also 2 columns. Then after that, come to 3 columns, 3 columns. So we want the shortest one, so 2 columns is preferred. So 2 code you can get, don't find others already. Cannot, then go to 1 code, 1 date. Then after that, go to 2 code plus date. Then after that, 1 code, 1 date, 1 time. Okay? Then if code absent, you choose email. Code don't have, you choose email as your primary key. Like a lot of website, they use email as a primary key one. Okay, but email still never get, then go to name lah. Your third choice, name. Okay? Why open already, no response. No response. But unique means what? You cannot find 2 rows totally same. That's called unique. Okay? So there's a many super key in the list. We select the shortest one, become our candidate key. Shortest one. Okay? So if got 2, then we pick one become primary key, pick another one become alternating key. If got 2. If only one, no need to see it. They don't have alternative. They only got primary key. So we choose the primary key is from candidate key. Okay? Where candidate key is the shortest from the super key. Okay, like what I draw there. So this primary key alternative based on the below one. This 4 is in one set. Then after that we got composite key. Composite key is the key that have more than 1 attribute. As a right under there, more than 1 attribute is composite key. I don't care how many, as long more than 1 column, there's composite key already. Normally your bridge entity is composite key lah. Somehow we call it associative key also, association key, something like that. The name lah, but same lah, it's the same composite. Foreign key must refer to other table. Okay, must refer to other table, or must be none. You link to other table primary key, or must be empty. That's why all your payment ID, review ID, ask you put in the order table. If the order table there is empty one, means nobody comment. If got review ID there, that means got people comment. Same with payment. If payment ID is there, that means this order already made the payment. It's empty, not yet paid yet, for example. Right? Then after that, secondary key is the key is not part of primary key, it's not part of foreign key, and for searching purpose, we call it secondary key. For example, your name, your address, your email, all these is secondary key. Okay, means they are not part of a primary key, you also not part of foreign key. Okay, so we call it secondary key, second choice. Okay, and then you can see these words, these special words, surrogate key, spelling wrong. That's right. SURR. Correct. Surrogate key is artificial columns or artificial key. There is no exist in this word, but I create purposely to represent a person. For example, my staff number 2615 is a number. Because use number represent person one, not polite one. Okay, like go to the jail like that. Okay, correct. But this is artificial key to create represent you. Because a lot of people have the same name. If I use your name as a primary key, cannot. There's some lecturers same name one. Some students also same name, for example. Therefore, you must create different primary key. Okay, there's a key, just one word. Artificial column they create, it will become the primary key to represent a person or object. Right? So these are all the key. So we look at this table. This table is the bridge entity lah. Of course, renter table. They got renter number, they got owner number, they got start date, they got end date, and what the rent they collect, renter. So you can see this one alone cannot become primary key. You got 2 rows, same one, renter number. So one code cannot. Actually, if can, we prefer one code. Okay, before this, we prefer 1 columns. Okay, 1 code or 1 date. Okay, but this one is very rare. This one is still very common. Like your student ID can represent the student ID, so you don't need additional key. 1 enough. Okay, course ID, program ID, all is all 1. So good. But date very difficult to use as a unique key. Okay, only which application can be used? Maybe the weather station system. Every day the date is a primary key. Then they got higher, lower temperature, higher, lower humidity, and so on. This is only possibility in the weather station. Other normal business case cannot. One day got many things happen, ma. You cannot put order date as a primary key, you cannot. Because one day only one order, you can close down the shop already. Okay, not possible. Okay, so that's why we prefer one column, but most of the normalization we start from here. It's a joint key, right? The reason behind is normally the table given you repeating groups. Okay, repeating groups, huh? So here the shortest one is 3 columns. You see these 3 columns. The first 3, one is a 2011, this one is 2011. 2010 and 2011. That means different year. The date is different. I mean they continue the contract. 1 year end already, they continue another year. Okay? So here must be at least 2 code past date. Okay? Since this is all filled out with the value, I can use random number, owner number, start date, or random number, owner number, end date. Either one. Okay? But in practical, end date we normally didn't use one. Because why? If they haven't moved out, the column is empty. Okay? That's why I choose random number, owner number, start date as a primary key. Okay? So the shortest one is 3 column, random number, owner number, start date, random number, owner number, end date is the shortest. Then I pick lah. Because I pick, I told you already, my end date can be possible empty. So I pick random number, owner number, start date as a primary key. So you can see here, we got super key 6 combination. Okay, shortest one. Actually, the super key is after you get the shortest plus other additional column. So you can see below is a plus additional. The next one plus the end date, the next one plus the rain, the next one plus the end date and rain, the next one is all. So the other meaning is when you find the shortest one, the additional attribute we put on is other super key. But we are not seeing all this. Just take out. Okay, what we want is focus on the shortest one. So shortest now got 2 now. So just how I see, oh, end date can be possible MDR. So I choose the start date, become a primary key. So there are 2 candidate key here, shortest one, candidate key. Then I pick that one become primary key. Because this one more suitable primary key. Then another one become your alternative key. Anyone have problems? All the super key, find the shortest one. The shortest one is a candidate key. Then from that, we choose which one is the primary key. So I choose the start date as a primary key, the end date as a alternative key. Okay. Then all these key, all this super key is composite key. The reason behind is all more than 1 attribute. Okay. Then random number, order number is referred to other tables. Why? You cannot see owner name here. You cannot see renter name or renter address, and so all you cannot see. Means they are linked to other table. So these 2 alone is foreign key. Okay. So what is a secondary key? Your start date, end date, and rain alone is your second. So you now understand all the key already? Okay? Can you understand all the key? Then we go for the next. Okay? Next is the regarding normalization area. Anyone learn normalization last semester? RDS, right? Okay? So RST and other course, just do a revision with you lah. Okay? What I did is I follow certain old methods whereby 1 table break to 2 tables. Right? I think I will share in the Google Classroom. So okay, wait, Google Classroom. Let's see whether this is good. Okay. Classroom already. Okay, I'm going to get a Google Classroom.
I know the thing. guy this fella already show me two times, yeah, he show me.
Okay, so remember, I think other lecturer they teach that first normal form 1 table, then suddenly go to second normal form 3 table. They don't have the intermediate step to show you how to break. So we ask you imagine 1 table break to 3 table like that. Okay, so in order to make it confused clear, so I insert the intermediate step. Is step by the old books. Okay, so you go to your Google Classrooms, you go one books. I'll get from internet one. Okay, we'll give the link so you can go to have a look. And I'll go search the materials. This one. Okay. So this reference book I found from very old version. Okay, but I try to use this. Okay, this is a link. Okay, so you can see to normalize the relation that contain the repeating groups, remove the repeating group and form 2 new tables. Definition, 2 new relations. Okay, so the primary key of new relation is combination of primary key original relation plus additional attribute for the newly created relation for unit identification. So means you can see this is 1 table like this. In the first normal form, they at the same time also break to 2 tables like this. So I use this way to teach. Okay, because I think this way is more easy to recognize. Okay, to recognize. So that's why I follow this book. But other lecturer not agree. Especially Mr. M and Mr. C, okay, the C, he not agree, and one Miss T, okay, so also not agree. So I say people write the book, and this is not the first book I read like this. There's other books I forgot already. It's hard copy one, long time ago already. You know my memory is short already. Sometimes students also can remember. So which book I cannot get. So I only get the internet source. They break to 2 tables. Okay, so I teach on this way. Your note also by this way because the note I changed already. Chapter 5, you go to see. Okay, so I will teach this way. So I will tell you why I need to do that. Then I'll go to the PowerPoint slide that you're very familiar with. I hope you still see this, you still remember. But before that, I want to show you the process of the normalization. Okay, so okay. So this is a normalization process. That's why ER modeling and so on. Okay, so the more important is this. We got actually we got 5 normal forms. First to 5. It's not only 3, but only most of the time we teach 3. I will focus on the first 3 because the first 3 already can be used already. Why? Sometimes we still change back to second normal form. From third normal form, you change back to second normal form to reduce the join. Because join in the server means there are more work to do, more memory to consume. So this is called denormalization. Okay, so you can see every from the normal form take out something, remove multi-value attributes, or we call repeating group. Okay, repeating groups. Okay, then for first normal form, remove partial dependency, second normal form, remove transitive dependency, third normal form, then remove this multiple candidate key. This one can see that multiple candidate key. This one got 2 candidate key, right? When the key, the table got 2 candidate key, maybe inside got boycott normal form. I will give you sample. Don't worry, boycott normal form. Okay. Then remove multi-value dependency. You go to 4th normal forms, and remove the joint dependency, 5th normal forms. But these 3 is not very common. The common one is the first 3. Okay. And a lot of company agree with that. After 3rd normal form, already can use it. Okay. Sometimes for certain standards want to increase the efficiency. We from 3rd normal form we change back 2nd normal form. Okay. For example, your postcode table, post table, postcode state. For example, you can see any database they got one table special postcode state. Any database have that kind of table? No, we don't have one. So we merge back second normal form. Means they can put together in a single table. If they will break one extra table. Just like what I tell you, if your table only got one column, code and name, don't break. Like they got student tell me, sir, category can I create category ID, category description, one table. No need. You just in the original table, category in, main cost, research, and so on. That's it, done. So don't break more table if only one column like that. Okay, that's why somehow we break to the second normal form. Okay, so this is what I mentioned. So this is a boycott normal form. They got two candidate key, that's why I need swap. Okay, the two candidate key. From third normal form one, you swap back second normal form, then swap back to this. I'll give you an example. You can see from the notes. Okay, so this is a boycott. Means they got two candidate key there. Okay, something like that. So this one can swap. Okay, so I just boycott number 4 only happen when you have multi have more than one candidate key in the tables. There's a possibility. Okay, then you have boycott. Then you got 4 number form. Okay, it will be like this. From this table break to this table. We call it multi-value dependency. Because they appear two times. You can see that. Okay, so they become like this. This is called 4 number forms. Okay, and this one have 3 number forms, have no joint dependency. So this is called joint dependency in these 2 rows. So need to break to 3 tables. Okay, if you do understand, forgot about it. Because exam will test on the 4, 5 boycott. Okay, I only focus test you on the first, the third one, when you only can use in the industry, the first 3, 4, 5 boycott, just for your knowledge. They have something like that. Okay, for the very rare case. Okay, so that's it for these things. So I go to my normalization notes. I already add on some slide. Okay, this one you're familiar last semester. Okay, so this one, the normalizations. We want to overcome. Okay, the important normalization, these 3. Reduce data redundancy. That means you reduce the storage space. No duplicate data, of course, storage space is safe. Then eliminate insertion, deletion, migration, anomaly. And these 3 also appear in the final exam and midterm. Okay, same like your last semester. But the answer I want now is different a bit. I want you to list out the functional dependency. Okay, so I'll show you what is the difference. So this is a normal case. You've got 3 normal form. First normal form, this line, you filter repeating groups. So you can see after you filter repeating group, you only see partial and transitive there. Okay, in the second normal form, you filter partial, you only remain the transitive. Then the last layer, third layer, you filter the transitive dependency. So now it's a normalized table that it can be used for practical. Okay, follow this process. Another meaning is there's a possible that inside don't have the components. The possible here already don't have partial. So should we go down? Like here also, same meanings. If the student don't have, should we go to lower level already? You got the filter. I say or not? The component you can filter, but it's not necessarily must have. So the table they got 2 transitive, no partial. Okay, so these 2 one is no partial one. Okay, these 2 is no partial dependency. Confirm. Okay. These 2 are one code 1 day, one code 1 day 1 time. You cannot find partial dependency one. Confirm to have. Okay? Normally 2 code and 2 code partial got only. Yeah? So this is regarding the third normal form, but in actual got many multi-value dependency, joint dependency, every level. Okay? But I just already tell you, third normal form you don't want to break to second normal form become denormalization. That means our table stay on the second normal form. But you don't tell me, so why do one second normal form to 1? They don't need to do any normalization. What for you do? Correct. It's only one possibility. Your denormalization only from third to second. No others. Then others you are not normalized at table. No point. Okay? So remember, so denormalization boycott is possible in the third normal form when you have the multi-candidate key. Okay, so this is what example I show you. So this is what we add on for this. Okay, now I add on the bacteria and virus. Okay, compared to the previous version. Okay, so remember, first 3 level is already enough. Okay, so the first normal form what you need to do, We need to select a primary key. Very important case. So in primary key, priority is this. Okay, the common one is 2 code and 2 code per set. Very common key I see. But the rest is possibility also, depend on the situation. Okay? So for example, we have these tables. Before normalizations is this. After normalize, got 4 tables. Alright, from this table break to 4 tables. Okay? So how to do? So at first you must know the source document. That's why every time normalization you do, if can, you imagine what is a source document look like. So in this case, the source document where to the audio order. Okay. So the repeating group at where? It's at the bottom part. Because why? This DO number only fill one time, but this item number I fill out 2 times. So below 1 is repeating groups. So a lot of people confuse. DO number you fill 1 time only, but the item number you fill out 2 times in the same form. So when you fill out more than 1 time, that's considered as a repeating groups. Okay, so it's this. Non-repeating groups at the top, repeating group at the bottom. The relationship between them is 1 to many. Okay, 1 to many, you see? 1 DO got many items. Okay, 1 DO got many items. So when you convert to table, it becomes like this. The line is here. Okay, because all these are the same. But in database normalization, the first process, they must fill out all the columns. So I force to fill out the same data like this. You force to fill out all the record before you can normalize. Okay, so the line is still there. Why? How you find? See, you're not all same. Same. Hey, difference. Then the line you cut here. Then you check. 1 DO have many items. Yes, it's 1 to many relationship. So now we have 2 tables only. 1 table is this. Another table is this one plus the code at the front. Okay, so you can see this is the 2 code. Okay, so follow a priority. Just I mentioned it. 2 code can, then get the 2 code. Now 2 code is unique because they cannot, impossible have the same item in the same DO 2 times. Normally you plus together the quantity one, you go back to 2 line of the, you go to Shopee, you already know, you plus the quantity only. You never have the 2 items, same item in 2 different rows, no one. You cannot select the 2 rows same in the same products. You cannot. You only can plus the quantity. So that's why 2 code is the key from here. So 1 table is this. Another table is item number, description, unit price, quantity plus the DO number. Could together. Okay? So it will be like this. Okay, so this is how I choose the key. So this is another case. Let's say we have this table. So 2 code, this is a doctor ID. This one is 1 doctor can have many patient appointment. This is 1 to many relationship. Okay, 1 doctor can have many patient appointment. Okay, why? Same here, something difference. Okay, so 2 codes we cannot because you see D001 and P03 repeat. So 2 code cannot. Then after that, 1 code 1 day. This code 1 day cannot, same day. Cannot. So this one also out. Then go to 2 code past day. These 2 code past this day. Also cannot, same. Cannot. Then last choice, 1 code 1 day 1 time. This one plus these 2. Okay. Yeah, meaning is I can tell you how you run your business will affect how you select priority. In this case is same patient can make the same doctor twice in a day. Then you must put 1 code 1 day 1 time. Morning consultation, afternoon operation. Okay. But if a normal case, we go to clinic, 2 code per se enough. 2 code per se. I think you never enter clinic twice in the day 1 month. Okay. Okay. So that's why 2 code per se for the normal clinic system already okay. That's why see how you run your business. If your doctor is very famous one, when look at him go to visit 1 time for sure clear one. No need to see 2nd time. 2 code enough. But which doctor is so kind? Okay. I heard one story about a doctor. I cannot fully cure you because if cure you already, I don't have money to pay my son tuition fee in another country. Okay, 他不会变好玩的，好一般。Okay, so some doctor really are no good at this kind of headache. Really make that kind of doctor 很衰小的。Okay, so remember, so this is not possible to put out for this case. Okay, so now we come back to the first situation. Anyone cannot understand this? You can see? First, we underline the primary key. The non-repeating group and the front one become a one table like this. Then behind one plus the front key like this. Anyone do understand the first amount? This is what I mentioned. So I follow the book one in this part. The law lecturer don't want to teach you. I don't know why lah. So I my opinion. I think like this more easy to understand. One table before the repeating group one. Another repeating group plus the key. Because repeating for sure is a joint key one. Repeating group for sure is a joint key one for sure. Okay. So there's a two table like this. This is the first normal form. Anyone have problems? Yeah. Then after that, we go to the second normal form. Okay. Second normal form is looking for partial. So partial means what? Based on part of the key. So you look at this table. Luckily got this. Yo. Mày dùng rồi mày. So look at this, yeah? Partial differentiation is only appear here. This one you know need to consider already. Partial should be here. Why? Partial means based on part of the key. You got many key, got many column. Your column is based on part of it. So for example, you can see item number. These three columns only key you don't consider these three. So I ask you these three. Which one can directly know from item number? Which one cannot? You see very simple. See, you find the two same one. 7 pencil. 3 ringgit. 1 DD 250. Means what? 1 DD based on two columns. Which item? Which order? Only the price, unit price description can know directly from item number. Normally go to shop and the price is same for all the pens, same kind. So another meaning is these two is based on this. We call it partial dependency. Why? These two only depend on this, not depend others. So our partial dependency here is unit price, description, unit price to item number is our partial dependency. Okay? So your second number form, that's why become like this. Okay, when I go down. Can you see? Unit description, unit price to item. Okay? So quantity need both based on both. So it's another table. Okay? So then you need to write this lah. Item number, description, unit price, partial dependency. So this one you need to write in the exam. Different from the last semester. Last semester I didn't ask you to write. But this semester you need to write. Item number to description, unit price is partial dependency. These two you need to write in this round. Okay? Can So after that, we go to third normal form. Third normal form is left from the second normal form. Okay? How? Find the table got two objects. If the table got two objects inside, you know lah, they got partial, they are transitive there. Okay? So in this case, see, how to break ABC? Because three parts, we break to three parts. A is primary key. I don't care how many underline. B and C is one new object. B and C is one new object. B is code or email or name lah. I don't want but we say code here lah. Okay? And the C is describe the B. Because B and C is a single object. So look at here. In this case, AB. Confirm to ABC already lah. Take out. And this one, A, B, C, cannot. But you see, all these how many objects? Item number, description, unit price, how many objects? All belong to one object, item. There are no two objects. So these two tables out already. You cannot break already. It's only that have the two objects is the first table. Can you see? The real order is one object. Customer is one object. Can you see now? B is your customer number, C is the name and customer phone. Now these two describe the B. So I tell you already, B, C is totally new object. So in this case, we can break to two tables. Delivery numbers, delivery date, customer number, one table. Another table, customer number, customer name, customer phone. This one we call it transitive dependency. So you write the answer, okay, like this. Then in the end, you write. You see here below. Then you must mention this line: customer number, name, and phone, transitive dependency. You need to write in the answer. This one's also different from the last semester. I want you to write this: customer number, customer name, customer phone, transitive dependency. So in general, summary is like this. First normal form like this. Okay, first of all, one table break to two tables. If the table cannot break, then remain one table. There's a one case that you cannot break. Let's say your join key is 3 columns. Okay, and your 2 underline is at here. Your 3 column, 2 co-pastel, let's say that. But your 2 and underline is in front of here, then you cannot break it. This is all one possibility. Because you want to break out a single table, cannot be only 2 lines. 2 underline cannot. Must be single underline on it, then can move up. Okay, so remember, there's a one possibility cannot break is when they have 2 underline at front here and 1 underline behind. Cannot break. So your answer still remain one table. But very rare lah, very rare. Okay. So but here is normal case. So one table break to 2 table. First normal form. Okay, remove repeating groups. Second normal form. Like this. You write the table plus this. Item number, distribution unit price, partial dependency. 2 marks like that. Just throw this one 1 mark, this one 1 mark, 2 marks. Okay? So customer number, customer name, customer phone, transitive dependency. So this thing is what different from the last semester. Last semester I didn't ask you to write this. Because last semester I didn't teach you functional dependency, but now you need to learn. Okay? And what is a functional dependency? Very simple. Value at the behind can determine the key. Confirm one value only. Okay? Maybe I give you an example. See whether here got I think got one example. Okay, let me check. I'm going to go bring functional dependency. Yes, got. Now. Okay, so look at this. DO number to customer name. Okay? And customer name to DO numbers. So, at front, just how I mentioned it, the front value can determine the value at the back. For example, your student ID can determine your identity. No other people can use your same ID. ID they determine you. Send it here. This DO number belong to who? Belong to this person. This DO refer to Alex Chai. This DO number, Alex Chai. So it's only one value. One and only one value. So we call it functional dependency. Confirm. That means the primary key can confirm the value at the back. But if I put a name to DO number, you cannot. Alex Chai. Which DO number? They have 2 possibilities. Like that one is not functional dependency. Means the front value, they have multi-value at the back one, then cannot. That is not functional. Functional dependency means the front one key must determine the value at the back. So like this case, DO number determine the name. So this DO number this time Alex Chai. This DO3 also Alex Chai. Confirm name. But here, when I say Alex Chai, sorry, they got 2 DO. Which one you refer to? So we cannot have like that one. Can have not more than one value one. We call it not functional dependent. Okay, so in other meanings that just now whatever you saw, this item number is determine these 2 value. No other value already. Only one and one only one value. Same like this customer also refer to the name and phone. One and one only value. That's why these 2 also function dependency, but they got special. This is partial, this is transitive. 2 mark. Okay, any more problems? So this is a 3 process. I want you to do 1 question before we proceed. Okay? Customer skin. Mean here. Yeah. How you know? How you know? Because here same, different here ma. Alright. All same these 3 columns, same, see not? They only here different. Like here lah. So one customer have many treatment. One customer have many treatment, alright? Correct lah. So one customer have many treatment, correct already. Primary key?
Customer ID.
Yeah, this one confirm the customer ID first one. Then 2 code mana boleh isi? Same 2 code, tak boleh. Same 1 3 3 NOF 3 MNOF.
2 code 1 date.
Yes, answer is 2 code 1 date. 2 code plus a date. So then you can see you cannot see any combination same one. Okay, so answer is 2 code plus date. Very good. And then where is the partial dependency? Partial dependency? Where is the partial dependency? Which column? I told you at the back one only, right? Partial. So this treatment code to this one is a part of key and no need to consider it. So with the key one only consider it. So treatment code, which column you can know? Division ID can know or not? Cannot, right? So it's only one. So this is partial. ED. Transitive? Yes, this is a transitive. New object, as I mentioned, new object. So this is a transitive. Follow this one to come up with the answer. Every time you get a question, you do this first. Break it, select the key, then where is the partial, which is the transitive? Label first, then you do. Then you will have any mistake wrong in the middle. Do all this one first, like what I did. Partial here, transitive there. Okay, follow this answer, write your answer now. Double check your answer. I want to show you the latest answer later. So I tell you that 2 code and 2 code plus they are very common key. In the real world also like that. That's why you can see now a lot of bridge entity is 2 code or 2 code plus one. Especially a bridge. You go to see your assignment, you already know when you draw ERD. Okay? 2 code plus is very common. Okay, hurry up. You write your answer, then I will show you the answer, then check whether it's correct or wrong. Okay? Then we'll do another question before we go for the next part. Transitive dependency, this one, Beautician ID. Just like that. So can see now what's the difference from what you learned previous time? It's only these 2 rows lah, need write. If not, go no mark. This one, and this one need to write. The rest same like what you did last semester. It's same, totally same. Only these 2 add on this semester. It's called functional dependency. Can I understand? Can I understand? Okay. You lah. Anything you do first. I don't want to tell you anything. You do first. Okay. I don't want to tell you anything. You do first. Okay. So this question I don't want to tell you anything. I will show you answer, but I want you to know how to do lah. Okay, I don't want to tell you anything. You do by yourself, step by step. First one form, second, third. See whether you can get it correct. Okay, since just now I guide you, but this one I don't want to guide. I want you to do by yourself. Wah, itu sana senang saja. Oh yo, 6 mark or 9 mark eh. Okay, sometimes depend Okay, this. Okay. In sections. Okay. Anywhere you can round off. Can you understand this already? Can you round off? Yeah. Okay. Actually, this all the summary help you to do revision. Right now. Take photo. When you look at it, you understand what I mean. Okay. So for this in section anomaly, insert object. Okay. Object. You can choose front or end. Okay. Front or front and then behind. Any object. For example, this case, you can say new delivery order, new customer, or new item. This answer can be two answers, can be new customer, can be new item. So how you write? Yeah, it is not possible to add a new item unless that new item is ordered by customer. It is not possible to add a new customer unless that new customer is make any order. So either one, the two answers. Insert object. You want the front and behind, up to you. Okay? Modification. Okay? Your keyword is find duplicate. Okay? Deletions. Find unique row. Okay? So what's mean by modification? Find duplicate row. Which row? Which two rows have same value one? So here is customer name, descriptions. These two rows, customer name, descriptions. Unit price also okay. And here unit price also okay. So in this case, in the duplication, you can find customer name, customer phone, description, unit price. Because both of them got duplicate row. The idea is you change one row, another row didn't change. Inconsistent. The idea is that inconsistent. Idea is inconsistent means you got a lot of row, certain row will update, certain row didn't update. So inconsistent, two answers. So you can see when we update the item description I007 from pencil to 2B pencil. Okay, please use logic name. Don't play from pencil to TV. I know some students write in the example in the final exam, really not logic one. Pencil something TV or projector or whatever. These are also related to pencil. You can write maybe red pencil, 2B, 3B or whatever. So I know it's different. Okay? So we need also update similar item description in another row. If not, you cause data inconsistency. If I change the name, when we update the customer name, C002, Eric to Eric Heng, we also need to update the similar customer name in another row. If not, it cause data inconsistency. Okay? Other, when we update the customer phone for C002 from 0361381111 to 6013822222, we also need to update the similar customer phone in another row. If not, it cause data inconsistency. So many answers you can pick. As long as duplicate. Okay, or you put the behind one. When you update the unit price, okay, unit price, then you put I007 from 3 ringgit to 3 ringgit 50 cents. You also need to update the similar unit price in another row. If not, it cause data inconsistency. So this is the idea. Find duplicate. Okay, then you go to deletion. Deletion means what? Find single row. Only appear one time. When you delete, all gone. For example, when you delete the DO2, DO002, the gum is gone. GUM only one time. Gum is only one time in the table. So you can see, when you delete the gum, the DO002, the gum is gone. So that's why you see, when you delete the delivery order DO002 records, you also will delete the item detail, gum, I002. Find only one unit, means only appear one time. Okay, here the idea is loss. the data is lost. So gum is no longer in the table. You cannot find anymore. Lost. So this is summary. Please take a photo for this when you want to do this. Okay. So now we go back to just now the questions. Okay, 跟陳亞健有嘅啊。來。macam ni. Tu. Check your answer whether it's correct or not. So the key up other attribute with the arrow. Key you cannot have arrow. Other than key need an arrow. We call this one as desirable dependency. And next step, partial dependency. So like this, partial dependency. Okay, first normal form. Then after that, DO number to this customer name, and this is partial dependency. This is the first normal form in the dependency diagram. So remember, dependency diagram is everything inside one. Partial, transitive, all inside. Alright, first normal form is like this, only one table. No other table, one only. Okay? Then go to second normal form, like what you did. One table is a non-repeating groups. Another table is what? This transitive still there, ma. Okay, transitive still there. Then one more table is the depend on two code one, and one is depend on one code one. See, remember? This is extra two tables. Depend on two code one table. Depend on one code one table. This is a partial dependency. Okay. Then third normal form, this one break to two. So like this. For one table, break to two table. A to B one table. B to C one table. This is a transitive dependency. Then there is a third normal form. But exam, I won't test you on this one. For your understanding, we have this. Lecture is coming at the end of the. Yes, any other question?